All right, this goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Don't be that broker who gets a call from the customer and you're half asleep and the customer can tell and even dares to apologize for waking your ass up. Make sure you don't get caught sleeping, missing text, phone calls because you're asleep and your customer is up. If your customer is up at 6 a.m., you better be up at least by 5:30. Okay? The customer calls you, they can tell if you're just waking up or if you partied a little too much the night before. And good chance good chances are they're going to judge you. And it's going to go on your record, especially if the next day you miss a phone call or you take a while to respond to a text or you don't respond to a text and they have to call you. I always will hear my texts and phone calls even if I'm asleep, and if I somehow am asleep and they contacted me extra early, I'm gonna start yelling before I answer that call, anything I can do to warm up my voice and sound wide awake, because I would never want them to think I'm sleeping. I'm going to keep that energy sky high anytime a customer calls me. You need to be the same way. As a broker, I also have a need to ship items. That's obvious. And so I will contact carriers, just like a shipper would contact me, the broker. So when I contact carriers, or I'll text them, the ones that I work closely with, if it's early in the morning, a lot of times they don't respond to me right away. Whereas me, the broker, and how I hold myself up to when I receive a text from a customer early in the morning, I'm going to respond whether I'm already awake or I'm not awake within a minute. Because that's what you have to be, that's what you have to do. And if you want to be a carrier or a dispatcher, feel free to miss those calls, and you want to be that person, you'll just take whatever is convenient. Hopefully it works out for you. Fine. But as a broker, you better be on top of your game 100% of the time. Even when you're just waking your ass up, don't let them, the shipper, your customer, think they just woke you up, or you've been sleeping and you can't even respond to their texts, much less miss a phone call. You want to make sure you are up before your customer. You don't want to be sleeping when your customer is working, all right? They will judge you, and who knows? I know that broker will come around to them trying to get their business, and perhaps that broker is a early morning broker, just like your customer. And maybe that new broker and your customer have that in common so much that they decide to drop you, replace you with the broker who is up in the morning, who isn't a irresponsible party goer. All right. So be that broker who's up in the morning early before your customer, or we've all been there. If you're not feeling good or you're just sleeping in a little bit and you get that call from a customer, you want to make sure you sound wide awake and not like you just woke up. Oh, hello. No. All right. Y'all take care. See ya.